This is just one page, one section of a page of the Voynich Manuscript. If you watch anything on YouTube, movies, you will come across movies about the Voynich Manuscript, which was produced in the 15th century, early 15th century. And it's remained a mystery up to this day. Well, it was first discovered about 1910, something like that. But it's remained a mystery what it is. Well, I am about to reveal what this manuscript is. Are people going to believe it? I don't know. There's a lot of things I do on YouTube that people don't understand or know. But now I'm going to explain exactly what this Voynich manuscript is. And this is it. There's going to be no variations from it. The mystery is solved. This, well, we want to call it a book. This book was produced by a schizophrenic. Yes, in the 15th century, I'm sure they had schizophrenics. What makes people think that's only a modern mental disease? That it can't go back to the 15th century? This is a product of the schizophrenic mind. I've noticed this because there's a lot of repetition in the so-called words. A lot of repetition of the same symbols, close together, over and over again. To me, this is a sign of the schizophrenic, repeating things over and over again. The words, well, first place, they're not words. In the schizophrenic's mind, they're words. But when it comes out in the writing, they're not words. This will never be deciphered because what these symbols mean is in the mind of that person who is dead centuries ago. So it's indecipherable. This was a product of a schizophrenic mind. The plants are close to nature, but then look at this. On the left, they're not close to nature at all. It's like peppers hanging from a tree. The schizophrenic thinks they are producing realistic things. But between the mind and the hand, they don't come out realistic. So people have tried to interpret these so-called words. They're not words. Only in the mind of the schizophrenic are these words. And it's too late to find out what was in that person's mind. But this mystery is solved. And also, I caught a glimpse that these pages are not bound. There's no glue on the edges. There's no holes in the pages. They're loosely put together, as far as I can see. And then what I saw in a movie is it was clapped between two wooden boards with kind of a thongs or string holding them together. It's as though the schizophrenic had no access to bookbinding. And anyone who knew the schizophrenic didn't think that this work was even worth binding. So the schizophrenic probably made two wooden planks to hold this together. And the pages are not bound, they're loose, they come apart. So the schizophrenic first made these pages, drew them, and then bound the assemblage themselves, himself or herself, into these two boards, which shows that they had no importance to anyone, and that the schizophrenic had no knowledge of bookbinding. So clap them between two pieces of wood.